Here he says to us that Christ will actually dismiss those wicked shepherds, those corrupt shepherds. Why? Because they betrayed the responsibility or the authority that God entrusted in their hands. They betrayed God. Instead of leading the flock towards Him, instead of guiding the flock towards God, they guided and they led the flock for their own goodness, for their own profit, for their own status, for their own power. And in this they became unfaithful. And God says, those unfaithful shepherds I will dismiss. And this tells us that God, being the true shepherd to His people, He will actually look after them. And in looking after them, He'll make sure that those corrupt shepherds are actually dismissed so that they don't devour His people. Christ says to them something very difficult. He says, then I said, I will not feed you. And we found that this verse is quite difficult. Why? Because as a result of them not being shepherded, or of them choosing to remain the servants, or choosing to remain under the hand of the unfaithful shepherds, God says to them, because you've made that choice, I will not heal you. On the contrary, I will actually punish you. Why? How will I punish you? Let what is dying die, and what is perishing perish. Because you've rejected me, because you have chosen these lions to look after you. Although it's very obvious that they will devour you, this was your choice. And everyone that rejects God, in rejecting the true shepherds, they have actually taken upon themselves this sentence, in that He will let what is dying die, and what is perishing perish. He will let those that are left eat each other's flesh. In other words, Christ here is saying, those that insist on rejecting Christ, they're actually exposing themselves to death. And they become responsible for themselves. They become responsible for the fact that they will be dying and that they will be eating each other.